Mark, what are you doing?
We got projects. Well, hey, welcome back to Next Trekking Adventure. And on this episode, we're doing some projects that are going to make our RV a little bit more livable and aesthetically pleasing. Ms. Terry likes aesthetically pleasing. So come along with us, and we're going to show you some of the upgrades we're going to do prior to our arrival in Yellowstone. Okay, so here's the project. We've gone to Lowe's, and we've got some trim pieces. And the reason why we got the trim is because these corner pieces, they had to take our refrigerator out when we bought it brand new, and when they put it back in, they tore the bejesus out of the wallpapering. So we thought we'd fix this by putting on a nice trim piece, and it matches the other color of the accents. Boom.
I love it.
Do you love that, Miss Terry?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to do this, and then come with me and I'll show you some of the other
project
that we got to do. So this is the Montana High Country 335 BH. BH standing for bunkhouse. This is Terry's office. She's got a office with a view, and so Terry's got a nice view out her back. But in Miss Terry's bathroom, there's just tape here, and
some stupid staples.
And staples coming through. Here's the problem: half the staples missed, and when this wall contracts, it's got a lot of play in it. It just doesn't look good, and so I'm going to do something with the staples, and I'm going to put another trim piece right down the center of this to help hold it down.
Let's do it.
Okay, and action. Okay, well, I've got the easy part done talking about it. Oh, this ought to make you nervous. The key to working and doing these projects on your RV is just be patient and go slow. You don't need a bunch of fancy tools. I'm just using a rubber mallet, which I carry anyways. I carry that for multiple reasons. It's just a lot easier to hit things with a rubber mallet, and a flathead screwdriver. I pop that out. And you don't want to do damage to the walls. Yeah, so they just beat the hell out of this.
They didn't even putty it up. We had to.
Yeah.
And we didn't do a very good job.
No. Because it's wallpaper. How do you putty wallpaper? Okay. So, now we just gotta get any staples out. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I travel with some power tools. So I got a skill saw, got my trim out here. I'm going to mark it. I'm going to make some cuts. I'm going to go back in. I've got a nail gun. It's always good to carry tools. I don't know. I might have one too many, but we're going to make some cuts here. Okay, when I said you didn't need a lot of fancy tools, maybe to do trim work, you do need some fancy tools. You don't necessarily have to have a nail gun. You could glue it. For cutting it, you could use a handsaw. But I love power tools. So the really bad spot's down here, where you can I can just push this. There's all kinds of slop. Not one staple hit. I'm pretty sure not one. Oh, down the center. And there you go.
I love it.
Yoo-hoo!
Thank you.
No bulging wall. And there's just little holes, and we've got some putty to go in the little holes. But there you go. No more bulging wall, Terry.
Hey.
It's the executive bathroom back here in the executive offices of Terry Nisbet. So, okay.
Oh. I forgot you were starting from the top.
Oh my God. You see what I'm dealing with, people? I'm thinking about doing it this way.
I like it. Yeah.
Okay. I know it makes a lot of people nervous to nail in or screw into their walls because you never know what's in behind that. We're using 1-inch staples here, or 1-inch nails in our nail gun. The trim is about 1/4 to 3/8 inch thick. They call it 1/2 inch, but it's probably 3/8 inch. So we're just going in a little ways, and there's studs on these corners, and there was a stud back in the bathroom. So really make sure there is something solid in behind there. Use a short nail. Don't drive in a 2-inch nail, because you're right, you don't know what you're going to hit. So a little bit of wood putty that matches the trim, and some finishing touches on the trim. In fact, we added some trim pieces to kind of finish that corner off. Look how much better that looked. With the trim work done, it was off to the next project. All right, well, we're in Lava Hot Springs, Idaho, making our way up to Yellowstone for the season. We'll all be at Grant Village, took a position there so we could spend a season in Yellowstone. So I'm trying to knock out some projects. And you might be wondering, why does he have his TV all pulled out? Well, one night, I was back behind our RV, and while I was back there, I could hear almost every word coming from the TV. And we didn't have it cranked up. It was just on loud enough so we could hear it on the inside. Well, on the outside, people could hear it as well. So that inspired me to maybe get some soundproofing things. So on Amazon, I got these soundproofing cubes. So I'm going to put some cubes in behind here, and I'm going to hope that this dims some of the noise from our TV at night. Okay, so the first thing is you just peel the sticky off, and I'm going to just start at a good spot. Okay, this is not a sponsor of ours. These are self-adhesive. They come in a pack of 12. We got them on Amazon. They were $34.99. The self-adhesive, super easy to install. It's sound-absorbing panels, and it's got a very strong sticky adhesive. Super easy install for the do-it-yourselfer. And hey, here's your pro tip. Some of you guys could use these in your bedrooms, when you're doing laundry. Okay, and this is the finished product in behind. I even used all the little scraps, but I put a couple on the sides just so you don't have very many big hard surfaces, because it's hard surfaces that the sound bounces off. Okay, so I took it off of these speakers and it's on the TV speakers. So let's go outside. You guys can hear how loud it is. It's pretty loud. I mean, I even turned it up a little bit louder. I can't hear squat. I can't hear squat. Great success, people. So if you want to use your stereo speakers, you're going to hear a little bit more sound. But if you use your TV speakers, which isn't as good, but there's no sound on the outside. So if you're in a really tight spot, the polite thing would be to use your TV speaker, and then you don't mess up your neighbors. They don't have to listen to your cartoons or your porn. Okay, bye for now. What kind of project do you got me working on today?
Backsplash.
Backsplash. And backsplash over here.
Yep.
Yeah. So, if you ever wondered what's behind these cheap little backsplashes, not much. We're committed to it now, Tara.
Okay. I got this.
Miss Terry got so excited about removing that cheap RV backsplash, she couldn't even be bothered to shut the refrigerator. But it doesn't take long, and that stuff comes right off, and then the tedious work of getting the adhesives off is what takes some time. We use this area as our coffee station and our ice maker, so there is water here. So pro tip is, when you remove that, you got to remove the old silicone and then put new silicone. What you don't want is if there's spills that it leaks down into the walls and drawers. We are using peel and stick tiles. These are simple and easy to install. They're about $12 a square foot, and we got them at Lowe's. To cut them, we did use a skill saw and a razor blade to score it and snap them, but when I was cutting the whole tile, I would use my skill saw. Okay, so that's the first layer. This versus that. Yeah, that looks so much better. And it feels real, you know, or realer.
Realer.
And the reason why we want to caulk this is because we make our coffee and we have our ice maker here. And there have been a couple dark mornings where we put our coffee cups upside down. Yeah, that happened.
Upside down cut.
Well, when Miss Terry saw how good the coffee area looked, she dove right into the stove area and started ripping that cheap tile off. Look at that.
We did it.
A little bit of cleanup left, but what do you think?
I love it.
Yeah.
So much better.
I mean, that really makes that pop. And with the leftovers, you always have a little bit of waste. We did the executive bathroom, Miss Terry's bathroom. So we did the trim piece, and we did a little bit of backsplash. Okay, day 3 of our remodel. We are removing our recliners. And we bought some new recliners. Ones that are a little bit more comfortable. And I want to show you some tips and tricks. To slide on the backs, there's 2 little handles. But to get these out, they put on a Robertson screw. So on your drill, you're going to need a Robertson bit to get those screws out. Try to give you a full angle of what a Robertson bit is. So let's go take a look at the backs. So the backs have these 2 things that slide into those posts, and to remove them, you just pull this forward and it comes out, and then you just lift. Okay, we got the second one loaded. Let's get it back to Miss Terry. I know this looks really crazy to be getting rid of basically brand new furniture and replacing it, but here's the deal. This is our home. We want to be comfortable when we're sitting down, reclining, and those chairs that come with the RV when they're new, the fabric is slick and you always felt like you were going to fall right out of it. So we wanted something that was comfortable, so we opted for the upgrade. We did keep the old armrest and cup holder as a divider because Terry can't keep her hands off of me. And here you go, the new chairs with the light.
Our project for today.
Yeah, our 2 projects.
Everybody loves it.
Yeah. So, you know, the idea is you start making your RV more and more part of your home. And this is our home, so we want it to be nice. Well, thank you for watching our projects. And we're working our way to Yellowstone. We're still in Idaho right now. We're 2 weeks away from Yellowstone. We're super stoked, which is why we're trying to knock out some of these projects. Well, thanks for watching. Subscribe, and we'll see you
on our next home improvement video.